Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Antonia. So typically you guys come onto my channel to share a love for fashion and the brand Orencia, and I feel like I need to address something because recently a Twitter thread has been brought to my attention, and they are stories and experiences from former Orencia employees, part of the Black community. I want to share my thoughts, but I do want to mention before we start the video that all the proceeds from this video will be donated to local Toronto grassroots organizations in support. As a person of color, I have definitely experienced racial prejudice, but I could never imagine what that experience is like when it is projected onto the Black community. I want to note that I am learning and I'm still continuously learning, so I may make mistakes, but I'm trying to better myself. I also want to note that this is an uncomfortable topic, so this may affect you personally and you may or may not agree with my viewpoint. I'm trying to open up dialogue, even though it can be uncomfortable due to fear or repercussions. The topic is to respond to the stories and experiences shared by the former employees, part of the Black community. When someone is telling you their painful experience, I do not have the right to dismiss their story. I'm hoping that someone from within Orencia who has the power to do so can create change internally. I am hoping that someone will take these experiences and take a look or create human resource practices or unfair management practices. I want to note that Orencia hasn't publicly addressed this issue on Instagram or Twitter, but they do have a little blurb on their website, and I feel like I should read it to you guys. Although it is a bit vague, it says, "Black Lives Matter. As a brand with a platform and a voice, we feel the weight of our immense responsibility to use our platform for good, for what is right. We know we have much to learn. We are listening close and learning from those who know better. But we are also taking action, starting now and starting from within. We are committed to open and honest conversations, new education courses, and diversity programs to provide a safe and supportive space for all." Now, I'm really hoping that Orencia is actually investigating internally and taking a look at themselves and seeing what mark they're missing. Are their hiring and firing practices fair and equitable? And what change can they create to better themselves and eliminate racial prejudice and oppression? Orencia has also donated $100,000 to Black Lives Matter and the NAACP, as they stated that they are standing in solidarity with the cause on Instagram. But even though a donation is helpful, if you aren't going to back it up by creating change from within your company, it's just not enough. So I'm really hoping that they are taking this seriously and internally investigating. As they said themselves in their Instagram post, action inspires change. This is a time for self-reflection, whether on a personal level or an organizational level. We need to ask ourselves if we have our own racial blind spots, that we are unconsciously exhibiting racist behaviors. Do we act in ways that are microaggressions? How can we do better? We should be alert and aware not to unconsciously inflict racial bias. I am hoping that someone from within Orencia will really take and hear these experiences and create change internally in order to better themselves as a company. These stories and experiences may not be your experiences, but they are experiences that need to be addressed and need to be heard. With that being said, I do have a few local grassroots organizations and Ontario businesses that I do want to highlight, and I do encourage you to do your own research within your community and start within your own community. So first, let's start off with the grassroots organizations. So the first grassroots organization I want to talk about is Soy, or Supporting Our Youth. They support the LGBT2SQ community and have groups and drop-ins for the Black queer youth. Number 2, Afri-can Foodbasket help in championing food justice and food sovereignty for Toronto's Black community. And third grassroots organization is Taibu. I'm really hoping I'm saying that right. Taibu Community Healthcare. They provide comprehensive primary healthcare in combination with health promotion and activities for the Black community across the GTA. And then the 3 Black-owned businesses I want to highlight. Number 1 being Den 360, which is a video game console arcade located in Markham, Ontario. Unfortunately, right now they are closed due to COVID-19, but this was a place that my little sister and her friends really enjoyed hanging out at. It's just a lot of fun. I meant to go and check it out myself, but because of COVID, it shut down. It's a super chill place, and during regular business hours, they had many contests and competitions that really brought in the video game community. Number 2 is Mary's Brigadieros. I've featured them in videos before, and I frequently gift these beautiful Brigadieros to friends and families as like little presents. It's located on the Danforth, that's her flagship store, but you can also find her beautiful chocolate creations in local Toronto cafes or also at Saks Pusateries. Lastly, Crafted Spaces in Shanty Bay near Barrie, founded by Yvette Michelle. She has a wondrous sewing studio and creative workspace. She offers sewing, macrame, textile, and creative workshops, and oftentimes you can find her own creations at local markets. Actually, personally waiting to purchase a few of her natural dyed market bags. Big special thanks to my girl Christina for this wonderful recommendation. If you guys have any businesses or organizations you want to highlight, please leave them in the comments down below. I would be happy to compile them and maybe like update the description box. Let's all continue to educate, let's all continue to listen, and let's all support. Thank you for watching this video.